Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's very snowy at the stadium, and the deciding factor in this game figures to be which team is better equipped to deal with the conditions on the field. Get ready for winter football at its best. It's the Texans going up against the Bills. With that, let's get you up to a snowy Orchard Park. Enjoy the flag getting out of there tonight. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Houston Texans and the Buffalo Bills. This is Lamar Miller. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
It should go without saying that anytime you run the football well and gain a nice chunk of yardage, that means the offensive line did their job and did it really well. But let's give them a little more credit than that, because all week long, offensive line meetings, they're going over adjustments, counters, when line shifts, all those things that go along with it. And yet you still have to be physical, and that's what they did on the first play.
They keep it with Miller on first down, and he'll get this up only to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Osweiler. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. They'll get 17 yards there, and it'll be a Buffalo first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
In the red zone this time. They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And we take a look at the Bills' defense.
Ronald Darby's selection makes a general manager look good. A terrific ball hawk who is eager to tackle in the run game.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Hopkins, the one receiver right. On 2nd down, Osweiler. Dumps it complete to Miller. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Osweiler. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. And the dreaded face mask penalty, that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And it's such a dangerous play. Body going one way, and then your head gets yanked back the other. 15 yards is the right call.
Fresh set of downs here. After the penalty, it's Miller. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things. Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on 3rd down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. Now it's Osweiler to the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now Osweiler on 2nd down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. From the shotgun, Osweiler. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And here come the Bills. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
2nd down following the run. They'll come out in the pistol. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a play fake here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
They'll run it with McCoy. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And now out comes Houston. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Osweiler. Gets it to Strong. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No yardage.
Okay. The Bills bring out a couple of extra defensive backs to defend this 3rd down play.
Yeah, they're going dime. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Brad, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
They'll set up to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
third down. He'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Really good, solid run right there, and they did it from a 4-wide receiver set. And if you're an offensive coordinator, they used to tell people, hey, we're going to throw the football. Now they use 4 receivers on the field to spread things out, give them more running lanes and more options, and also it usually takes the bigger defenders off the field, makes the defense lighter and easier to run against.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense, hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Tim carry now for Lamar Miller. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Offense in a little bit of a bind here. 9 yards to go on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Now it's Osweiler. He's got the completion to Strong. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Now Osweiler on first down. Going deep this time for Miller. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. The Bills getting set to go. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Watching that body. Here we go.
They go play action here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On first down, Irvin. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call the timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Osweiler. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now.
Here we go now. 3-19.
From the gun, it's Osweiler. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now the Bills will take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Kevin Huber now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. And not great starting field position here for the offense. In motion right is Watkins. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's a touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And out of bounds there on the kick. First down, he'll drop to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion.
Here we go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and that brings up fourth down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stout troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And now out comes Houston. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They begin with a run by Miller. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Again, it's Miller. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Give them 16 on the pickup, and it'll give the Bills a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? get closer, and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. From the gun on third down, Osweiler. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Houston. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taking it about the 16. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll go again to McCoy. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. One man in the backfield. That's McCoy. Now he'll look to throw here on. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former 1st-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out comes Houston. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
second down carry for Irvin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth, you know, because you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true. You get behind big offensive linemen, the defensive line guys trying to find him, trying to peek around people to see him, and he gets lost. But this guy gets lost in a good way for his offense, picking up big yardage.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Here's a give to Miller. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And 3 full yards here for the offense to get on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Miller, the lone setback. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Back-to-back runs that were stacked up. Offensively, now you've got to think to yourself, do we change blocking assignments? Do we change formations? Do we change looks in order to try and get the running game going?
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. To throw is Osweiler, setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down. 5 yards to go. From the shotgun, Osweiler. On the right side, this is Miller. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. To throw. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 23 yards on the play. Well, it's one thing to complete that pass on a nice sunny 70-degree day, but in these elements, that's a tough thing to do.
It is, and let's just put the whole thing together, not just throwing the ball. Trying to protect the quarterback now when you got the pass rushers coming at you, and maybe things are a little slippery on the field. The guys trying to cover downfield, wanting to make sure they keep their footing as the guys make their cuts. Looking back and locating the ball, you name it, it's difficult all the way around, but the guy throwing it, he may have the toughest task.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. It's a gain of 20 that time. And the Bills are going to have it first and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. And down to just 21 seconds now as he spikes it to stop the clock. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Check 31, check 31. Watch it now, Barney. All right, here.
He's back to throw. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And we may very well be headed to overtime. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And now out comes Houston. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Wide open receiver complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Throwing now is Osweiler. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Second down following the run. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. First throw in overtime now for Osweiler. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They've got some decisions to make now. In field goal range already. How do you play this out?
You check with your kicker to make sure the spot that he told you that he wants it it's still the same as the game has gone on, because sometimes the kickers have to make adjustments. They may all of a sudden become more confident about their range and their spot. They may become less confident about it. Where do you want it, and what is the range that we need to get into for you to kick the one through the post for us to win it?
So this game possibly could end on the foot of the kicker here in overtime. They'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Watkins alone on the left side. He'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jelani Jenkins, the outside linebacker, drops him for a loss of 6. Again, we'll see the pistol here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. So they're operating in the red zone. They come out here in the eye. Now McCoy. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. We needed extra time to decide this one. The rushing score in OT finishes it off, but all throughout, really just a great game to witness.
I agree, and the whole time we were watching and working on this game, I had it in the back of my head. We could get to
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we have a dangerous team. The Ravens are top 10 in turnover differential, and they'll be up against that Jets team that wants to be careful. That's strength. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the New York Jets and the Baltimore Ravens. Going to give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Mariota now on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. Now he's got his man complete. They give him a gain of 38.
That's the type of play there that puts a defense in a stress. Marcus Mariota on the run. You don't know whether he's going to take it downfield or throw the footballs we just saw there. And boy, was he accurate with that one.
And, you know, the Oregon coaches offered him a scholarship without ever seeing him start a game because they saw him in camp. They saw plays like that. Offered him.
He didn't start very much in high school, but he started a lot once he got to Oregon.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Switch.
Mariota on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Darren Waller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Ravens lead it 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. This is screen to Abdullah. They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking deep downfield. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Calvin Pryor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Jets set to take the field. In tough starting field position here. Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And Anderson's got it. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. And now Anderson is slow to get up. Staying down after that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll look to throw now on first down. He goes underneath to Abdullah. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. One receiver left, 3 to the right.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Sammy Coates, the intended target there. And it's 3rd and 4. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. A dump off for Abdullah. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT. And he will find his man on the outside. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it's good enough for a Baltimore first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. First down, Mariota. And that is incomplete. On the defensive side, the starters for the New York Jets, Charles.
Let's start with their rookie linebacker, Darren Lee. Played cornerback, if you can believe that, in high school for a while, and uses that same speed at the linebacker position. Hard to block because he's hard to find.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Play action now. Mariota sliding out of the pocket. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Steve Williams. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up. But you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. Third down here.
He's now exactly had a banner start to this game. We're still in the first quarter. He's already thrown an interception, and that should have been the second one.
Let's go!
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Taken in at the 22. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point.
And here's another interception, the third of the... And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brandon Graham, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Mariota now on 2nd down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Simple slant route, and part of a really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
Well, still in search of the first down after that last completion. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On third down, Mariota. He's going to launch this thing. Wait, and that's caught inside the 30. And chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory? Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Mariota again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down. And he motions the wide receiver. Mariota to throw for it on fourth. And he's got his man on the out route. 11 yards on the pickup, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. They go play action here on, and this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Darren Waller with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Again, it's Abdullah. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. So the D-line's going to spread out. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. This is taken around the 12. Ooh, with a juke. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by... And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And the slot man goes in motion left. The slot man in motion right. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. Play action now. Mariota. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Mariota. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brandon Graham in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. 2nd down, Mariota. Looking middle, and that's complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And the wideout in motion. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. To throw is Mariota. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. This is taken at about the 14. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets take possession. And New York set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And they begin the drive with a Abdullah. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Play clock winding down. From the shotgun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Chris Conley. The 40. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Chris Conley, 89 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give him a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. He's got his man on the crossing route. He got 29 yards that time. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
A second down throw here for Mariota. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
On second down, Mariota again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They go play action here on first down. His throw caught at about the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. To the air again, Mariota. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Again, it's Mariota. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. Tucker now to add the point after. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Tucker now for the extra point. And this one through the uprights and good. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. And New York set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This is a screen to Abdullah. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Back to throw now on first down. Going for the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Conley's got it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So with 1 second left, and now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've reached half. Yeah, that's perfect. 2, Davis, deep. I got to go. Okay, and sorry about that. Didn't know Larry got cut off early. We are back and ready for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 12 yards on the pickup, and it's first down, New York.
And that's a good sign right there as we start the third quarter. Because in the first half, not much space to run the football. And as we go into the half, we often think to ourselves, all right, what's the adjustment? What do they have to do? You know what a lot of the adjustments are? No adjustments. You know the game plan, been working on it all week. Maybe a little tweak here or there, a little bit better blocking, and now you're establishing the running game.
A gain of 3, second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Caught here by Conley. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And now a first down following that long gain.
Come on, let's go!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. Looking for the speedy Smith, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, little credit to the defense for shutting them down.
It comes, and he lost the football. The big fella. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
So they're going to go for 2.
I got 19. Ohio, let's go! Flex round! Ohio!
They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken at his 4. Oh, nice move. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Following the interception here, Mariota. His throw here's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
A second down throw here for Mariota. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Now Mariota, and he's got him. Got his man on the in route, complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Calvin Pryor. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's get back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys always taught find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
And now here come the Ravens. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 14 there. And it'll give the Ravens a first down. And he motions the wide receiver. First down, Mariota. He's going to wind up and air it out. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Perriman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get the top speed and complete that play.
Mariota will look to throw. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it at second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
He'll try again with the nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And they went big on 1st down, proves unfruitful.
There's no shyness there pushing the ball downfield, but I like the coverage on the play. In good position. And when you have a 50-50 ball, who's going to come down with it? I like the way they made the play, came across, and knocked it away.
Mariota, he's going to let it go again. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. New York set to take the field. They start the drive with Abdullah. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. So the offense dealing with a 3rd and 6. And the D looking like they may blitz. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He goes underneath to Abdullah. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Back now in Baltimore. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st down. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd down, Mariota again. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
They'll throw again. Mariota. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Leonard Williams coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. So the defense gets to the quarterback. Now the offense backed up on 2nd down. 2nd down, Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
3rd and long here for Mariota. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Here comes the D swarming to the line.
Let's go. Let's round.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They go play action here on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. And that right there will set them back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. On 3rd down, Mariota. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now Mariota on 4th down. And no, it's It's incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he fires one incomplete. Amir Abdullah, the intended target. And now it's second down. Second down now after the incompletion. They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Wide open receiver complete. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold it.
He trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. A second down throw here for Mariota. And he comes back with one complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. First down, Mariota. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. One receiver left, 3 to the right. Mariota here to throw. Going up top. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Here's Mariota. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Caught right side, Davis. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
Caught here by Conley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defender's going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. He's back to throw. And able to find Conley. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. And now they're in the hurry-up. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one.